was on the court when Doc and Larry got into it. What caused that?
Man, first of all, I hate the NBA for that reason. They owe me $5,000. I'm still pissed to this day. Because the one thing I would never do is hold a guy for another guy to hit him. And I've been mad. I'm still mad to this day. Y'all owe me $5,000, Adam Silver. So Larry Bird was a great trash talker.
Okay.
And he's like, Charles, y'all better get this old man off me. I'm telling you. And he's just roasting Doc.
Yeah.
He's like, and this was Doc last year, I think. He was right. It was either last year or the year before. And he's killing Doc. And he's like, Chuck, I'm telling you for the last time, you better get over here because I'm going to kill this old man. And it goes on up and down. And Larry just killing him. And Doc had just had enough. And I just had them, they come together, and I just kind of grabbed Larry. I'm not even looking at Doc. When I went back and looked at the tape, Doc was nailing his ass. I was just trying to pull guys apart.
Yeah, but you know you can't in a fight. You can't grab one unless somebody grab you. Hey, you grab him.
I grabbed Larry because I didn't want him hitting Doc.
But ain't nobody grab Doc.
I know. But you just said something. If I grab Doc and Larry started pummeling, I can't go back to Philly.
Right.
I can't go back to Philly. So I grabbed Larry to stop him from hitting Doc, and Doc wailing away. But Doc, it started because Doc was like, Larry's like, yo, man, y'all better get, and he's screaming it too. Everybody can hear it. Y'all better get this old man off me. I'm going to kill him out here. Larry's I tell you, Larry Bird was one of the best trash talkers ever. So one of my teammates, Leon Wood, was he's an NBA official now.
Yes,
So we're in the room getting ready for the 3-point contest at an All-Star game. Larry walks in and says, which one of y'all gonna come in second place? Y'all heard me. Which one of y'all gonna come in second place? I was like, damn, that was like my first real talk to him. Ooh, that sounded pretty aggressive. He won though. He won. I mean, he was one of the best at trash talking, man. When he came in there and said that, you could have heard a pin drop. Everybody's all excited and everything.
Everybody was geek.
Yeah, was geek. Larry walked in and said, which one of y'all gonna come in second place? You could have heard a pin drop.
You probably played, when you look at the era in which you played, Magic, Bird, Kareem,
yeah,
Michael, Olajuwon, Patrick, Robinson.
Yeah.
What was that era like? Because that was that era made it possible for this era.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this era gives that era enough credit, and maybe that era doesn't give this era enough credit.
Well, that's a great question. We should always give credit to the guys who came before us.
Correct.
Always. Because if it wasn't for those guys, nobody would be, y'all making this money because y'all were born at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
You're not better than Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird,
right,
Kareem, Wilt, Bill Russell. You're not better than those guys.
Well, let me ask you this, but let me push back. Those guys, but I'm saying average.
Yeah.
If you look at the teams now, guys are more skilled. You have more guys that can shoot the equivalent of Reggie and Larry.
Yes.
On a team.
Just be appreciative of that generation.
Okay.
I got number love for these young guys because number one, they're great.
Yes.
But they should always have great appreciation for the older guys because those guys did all the heavy lifting. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like being black, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I have so much love for older black people.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know what it's like for people to spray me with a water hose.
Sick the dog.
Or tell me, we're taping this in the Four Seasons. We couldn't have been here.
No.
They said, take your black up to the Motel 6 and do this interview.
Right.
Like, if you can't, every time I meet an older black person, I'll give you an example. One of my mentors was Joe Morgan.
Okay.
He called his dad one day. He said, Dad, we're going to meet Jackie Robinson tomorrow. He said, what do I say? He says, just tell him thank you. And I think every time I meet an older black person, I want to say thank you because y'all did all the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Y'all did all the heavy lifting.
What they had to endure.
Oh, I can't, and I can't even imagine. Like I can go to any restaurant I want to.
Anyone.
I can stay at any hotel I want to. I don't even know what it's like when people say, "Well, you can't stay here." Or good to the back of the bus.
Back of the bus. Or the movie theaters. I'm old enough to remember the movie theaters, the black sat up top.
Yeah.
You couldn't sit down low.
Yeah.
Now, I'm old enough, I do remember that.
And so the analogy of every basketball player today, just say, yo man, I want to thank you. Not even me.
Right.
Cause I made a good living. But every time I meet an older guy, I'm like, yo man, thank you for what you did for me. But every time I meet Magic and Bird, I tell them guys, man, thank y'all. Because in sports, there are a lot of great players, but there's only a few guys who move the needle.
Correct.
Like in golf, there are a lot of great players today, but Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Gary Player, Phil Mickelson, and Tiger Woods, those guys took the sport to a whole nother level. Like there are a lot of great players, but very few players are like, oh, I got to watch that guy on television.
Right.
We need to do the TV deal because of that guy. And all you want from any generation is, number one, leave it better.
Correct.
Like I'm disappointed in these guys today with this low management. I say, yo man, first of all, we're not teachers. We're not nurses. We're not in the service. People who work like hard every day.
Yeah, for sure.
We play a stupid basketball game for 3 or 4 days a week. You're not going to play more than 3 or 4 days a week. You're going to make 30, 40 million, 60 million. I'm pretty sure the nurse don't want to go to work sometime.
She can't low manage.
Yeah, she can't. I'm pretty sure teachers can't low manage. I says, man, just play basketball. You got the best shoes. Can you imagine Bill Russell playing in those canvas shoes?
The Chuck Taylors.
Chuck Taylors. Can you imagine? I mean,
No support.
No support. And they played every game for $3,000 a year. And you can't just like, of course you're sore. I'm pretty sure doctors and nurses are sore. But man, just to be appreciative of how lucky and blessed we are to do something stupid and make $1 gazillion.
How different would your career have been if you weren't drafted and played in the era of Michael Jordan? Do you win a title?
That's a great question. I don't know. But I'm glad I played in his era. Because number one, you want to play in a great player, the greatest, or it's a debate between him and LeBron. Some people still think Kareem. You want to play in that because number one, what Michael did, going back to what we talking about, how respect for the older generation. If it wasn't for Michael, I wouldn't make millions of dollars from Nike a year.
Right.
LeBron, Kobe wouldn't make millions of dollars from Nike a year. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan, we all wouldn't have commercials. People act like athletes always did commercials. No. Number one, none of us had a shoe deal until Michael. None of us shot commercials until Michael. So whether you want to debate who's the greatest, that guy is the reason we make. That's the reason think about this. And when I was it was really fun in that movie Air, because I'm technically in the movie because me and Mike are in the same generation. His mom and dad having the forethought to say, he gonna get a piece of the shoe.
Right.
And then Matt Damon, who plays Sonny, says, well, we don't do it like that. Miss Jordan said, yeah, we do it like that. And because of that, I made millions of dollars from Nike, just from and also from my signature shoe.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before 2 something.